Now, let's go for a bit heavier one here. This is mid-sized orange rib. Now it's heavier. That means, again, you have to time it really well. And also it's a bit flexible. So have one thought, which is important, is minimize the bending at the top here. Okay? Minimize the... yeah. Throw and then try to minimize the bending. That means you should not rush down. When the end goes this way and then you already try to force it, then it will bend. But you have to just slow this down and finish and then start the downswing motion, like when you push someone on the swing. And then push, and push, rather than try to fight, right? So swing back and forth. Again, aiming the tee. Just throw the orange ball back and forth. Now here, so this is again another, it reveals another issue. So you have an early shift motion of the body here. That is not necessary. So what's happening is you go up here and then your body is going here and then try to do this, then it's arms only. But rather, wait here, this is, and then using the whole body, you have to throw here. Okay? Instead of the focus should be throwing it actively, so you eliminate all the unnecessary movement. You should not lose your power. So it's just good wind up from here and then throw at once. Again, keep swinging back and forth. When you keep swinging back and forth and then try to have a good timing of the throw, then you will be able to eliminate the unnecessary motion. Keep swinging back and forth. Swing, bring it back. Swing, yes. Yes. Throw. Throw. That's better timing here. So you're not doing this. Because your goal is to throw the head faster here, then this motion and then this actually not helping at all.
The head, it's like that spike.
So you are basically generating good wind up and then build the tension in the body and also the right hip here. Build the tension and then you're throwing at once here. So as if everything is timed to this motion here.
Drum right here.
Yeah. Here, rather than when the body goes too much and then do this, body moves on its own, the arms are moving on its own, right? Instead, build the tension, wind up, and then boom. So you have to control the timing. Yep. So as if you are slapping something with your hand up. So this is the key instead of. So your focus is wind up and then. Yes. So that way you can really throw. Even give them more time at the top, yeah. Because this is heavy, it has more inertia, so then you have to give more time to completely slow down. Yes. That's really the swing push. Okay? But if you rush while this is moving this way, you're fighting.
Yeah.
So you're slowing this down and then let it go. Boom, here. So the body motion promotes this here rather than,
I feel like if I try to remove my hands and arms, that helps with what you're trying to get me to do. When I use my arms, it doesn't.
so always feel this motion. Whatever you have in your hand, feel this at the end of the motion and then throw here. The timing is a boom, 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 instead of, ultimately you are controlling the motion of the end point. So as if you have a target here, as you swing back and forth, hit the target, hit the target, hit the target, hit the target. Yes. Yeah, so always the goal is to move the end point and hit the target. So if the metronome is ticking, then boom, 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 boom here. Instead of going like this is no use because boom, this is what's important. Boom, boom, boom. With that, connect all the motion as much as possible. So particularly when you have a heavier one, and with a little bit of flexibility, you can control the timing. Yeah, you can practice on the timing. Yep. Yes, now the timing is a lot better. And as you do, let's say this. Vijay Singh, Vijay Singh. Vijay Singh, Vijay Singh. Oh, Singh has the accent. That means sing. Yes. So what matters is really throwing the end. No matter what your body does, if your body moves too quick here, then it does not help this. So your goal is to throw using the body action, throw instead of
Is that what I'm doing?
have a little bit of that. So still your goal should be throw and then hit the target. The body motion should be well timed here. So boom here. Yes. Still, we tend to extend this a bit too early. So with this, and then kick, and then turning here instead of. So use the legs to promote the upper body turn. So it shouldn't be too quick motion like this. Rather, that leg action should promote this turn here. Yeah, you will be able to feel that timing. That one thing you have to avoid is go up here and then quickly the pelvis opening like this. This does not help. So go boom here. They are turning together here to promote this motion rather than this does not help. It's simply just you just lose the power. Wind up and let it go. Wind up and unwind. Yes. That way you can time the pelvis motion, upper body turn. Okay. Your goal is to throw this here instead of.
So everything is just like Flex.
wind up, and then let it go. Okay, that way. So those who are generating longer distance, they have better timing there. You really use the lower body to promote this turn here. But a lot of people try to put a lot of effort, but then if the lower body, upper body do not work together, then it's no use, right?
Why does that happen when people, or when I?
So usually when the backswing is weak, so if you feel that your body is not ready to go down, then you have to do something.
I see.
But if you have good throw, with this you have good wind up, no need to do that. Throw wind up, and from here you're just throwing here. That's why the backswing speed is so important. Backswing should be active enough so that it gives a good wind up. These muscles are all elongated. Then you are ready, so in one action you can go down. But if you simply just lift this, and then the hip goes backward too much, and then you're going here, these muscles are not well loaded. So what happens is, at the beginning, you have to do this, and then try to do this. So it develops more arm-driven swing. But currently, your timing is a lot better now. Yeah. So the advantage of having heavy object is your body motion should be more efficient, effective to deal with the heavier object. And when it has a little bit of flexibility, then by trying to minimize the bending here, you can find the right timing. And then throw. Then ultimately, at the end, you can really use a speed stick like this. When you have good motion pattern, then you can use the speed stick with the different weight. This is called the rip stick. You can put the 3 weights here. You can change the weight, but this also makes sound. With that, you can swing harder. Then you will be able to hear the whoosh sound. But now this is rigid, so it does not give you good feedback here, up here. So then you have to wait here and then throw. When you have a flexibility, then by minimizing that you'll be able to find the timing. But this one is rigid, so you have to find the good timing, no rush. Okay. Swing back and forth. And then here, go all the way. Wing. Instead of whip. Wing. Yeah, so the speed stick like this will help eventually, but you have to first develop good motion pattern, then try to use this. This is more like this is more focusing on physical training, so using your muscles harder and harder. But these devices will help you to shape up your motion pattern first, right? So, but you can use these things effectively. And then when you get used to this, then you don't have to move the body excessively, rather more rhythmically here in the swing. Image a triangular space here. The head is not moving literally that much, but you do have a wider stance, so you have more room for pelvis motion. So go up and then throw, go up and throw, but generally the head is not moving laterally that much. So if you imagine the umbrella, the top is not moving that much, and then the bottom can move, the pelvis can move. With that, you can adjust the swing plane, but the low point shouldn't change. But if this goes here and here, low point moves. So that causes inconsistent impact. So in the backswing, it's okay to go slight reverse pivot posture here, good balance here, and then swing, again, leaning this way here, have good balance here. But if this goes too much here, this is not good. So you should be able to push the ground well with this. Have the image of straightening this side and straightening this side. Okay? And then this shouldn't come down too low here. Okay? Just try to throw in front of your body. So when this comes down too low, then your pelvis has to slide to make space here. Then everything becomes complicated. But if you come down here and then just extend the arm and then hit the ball, swing through, it's okay to feel you are sort of dropping this a little bit, but coming down this way is okay, but you have to just come down this way rather than having a lot of lateral tilt. If it comes this way here, then you slide, your pelvis has to slide.
So I'm sliding a little too much towards the target.
Yeah, it's because of that image. But go up here and then still, you can drop it here, but elbow has to come in front of the body and then let it go. So that you don't have to shift or slide the body a lot. Coming this way. But instead of coming high and then down like this, causes a lot of fat shots. But still you can go high up, well-balanced position here, and then bring this down, but as if your elbow is just touching your body and going in front of your body, instead of...
What about the old cast part?
You eliminate that quite a bit.
Really? Just
Because you're focusing on continuous throw back and forth. So sometimes the best way to eliminate this is not thinking about it.
okay. Because when you were saying I was doing this, all I'm thinking about is if you're not...
Just the easy swing, let it go, throw. Because you're focusing on throwing here, there's no reason to cast it.
I see.
When you try to pull this in, cast and then pull, this happens. But if you just try to throw...
And that the drum is right to the right of the ball.
Try to make the highest whoosh sound right before the impact.
Right. Which means you're releasing it.
Then actually you are still going through, your whoosh is through the impact, but just to try to start the whoosh sound earlier, that means you are reaching high enough speed early.
So that means when I'm creating whoosh sound, you extend, correct? No, okay.
So when you try to throw and then generate whoosh sound here, that means you are just activating muscles early.
I see. No sound.
Yeah. When you try to cast here, you cannot make a good whoosh sound down here. Because the speed is just, you are killing the speed.
I see. So for casting, you're not making a whoosh sound. Where are you making a whoosh sound for casting?
When you make a casting, you cannot make good whoosh sound. No, because it appears that it's moving early, quickly, but then the speed does not increase that much.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, so when you have the image of making good whoosh sound here, you cannot do casting. Sometimes the image automatically changes the way your body moves.
Huh.
So having the right imaging is really important.
I see. And then when you mentioned I got overturned, my range of motion seems...
So instead of using the full range of motion, because you have enough range of motion, then instead of, your goal is not to go all the way here, rather, you have to actually have good deceleration, acceleration here. Active deceleration, then acceleration.
How do you know I've turned it up?
Oh, when you have enough speed, automatically you go enough here.
Don't have to think about that.
Because the momentum will bring this to a certain extent, right? And then you're slowing down and then coming down. So even when you have a really short backswing, it's okay. As long as you have a good body motion, your body is properly moving and then hitting, then it's okay. But usually when it's short, you stop it, you tend to rush with the arms. That's the problem. So the professional players, even though they have a short backswing, but they use the body well. So still you have the body rhythm and then hit hard. They have the advantage of the strong muscles.
Yeah.
That's okay. But most of the people, when we have a short backswing, stop it here. Stop, then you rush with the arms. That's the problem.
Let
Yeah.
the
So if this is coming from the body, good body motion, like when you have chip shot here.
Mhm.
Chip shot, it doesn't require a full swing, right? Then
Select the letters.
still you have this rhythmic motion here. And then hit. So still you have the same rhythm. Yeah. But the magnitude is smaller. But the practice is a lot. The rope is yours. Take this with you. But for a while, just work on the flow.
Okay.
And then as you repeat the motion, it should be comfortable. Okay, so eliminate unnecessary movement. When you just focus on throwing the end of the rope fast, then you will see that you can eliminate a lot of unnecessary movements. So you did a good workout today.
My first, yeah. So when I first, the rope drill, the before and after, before I was just stopping, I wasn't going fully.
Yeah.
Back.
So the reason why your rope swing is really good is because you have a fast enough speed in the backswing. Throw, and then it comes here. Throw here, throw, throw, throw. So have a similar feel with the other devices.
Okay.
We didn't spend much time with the rope today because before this we used the stick, and you already developed that throwing motion, so the rope swing is a bit easier. This is good for warm-up. Also feel the flow, and then throwing.
But I meant like when the first time I did it, you said I was not. Yeah, it was like you were throwing it here and then letting it hit you, but instead you were supposed to. Just,
In one action, throw all the way here.
you wanted to hit you harder.
Yes. If it hits your body a bit harder, that means you maintain this speed all the way.
I see.
Then you have active slow down and then turning.
You have the same feel with all your clubs.
Generally, when it loses speed here and it just drops on the body, then that means you are quick throw here and then slow motion here, and then your body is going too early here.
Okay.
So all the way, the wait until it hits. So this will give you good wind up and or slight reverse pivot posture here. From here, let it go.
Okay. And me pulling it on the down.
That's eliminated quite a bit.
Because I think what that
Because you have the image of dragging it all the time, pulling it down here. That also causes casting.
I see.
So when you pull this, handle down, head goes up. So instead, because you try to throw this side here,
Try to the drum. You wish out to the right.
yeah,
Of the target.
whoosh here, and then when you try to do this, you cannot generate whoosh here. Whoosh here, this motion here eliminates the casting motion. So without even knowing it, you eliminated the casting motion. But the problem is if you rush to hitting the ball, then you may go back to your old swing. So for a while, diligently work with rope and find something. I bought it on Temu.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but and then the orange whip, mid-size orange whip is really useful, particularly finding the right timing here and then putting all your effort to generate the impact, right?
So if you were to summarize, the rope is good for.
This is good for a swing plane. When it hits under the armpit, that means the swing plane is good. And then wait until this hits your body and then start. That gives you good timing. And then the orange whip, the flexibility, you try to minimize the bending here, that means you have good timing. And then explosion here. And then the whoosh stick, relax and then try to feel the motion of the white ball so that you can really know how to move the forearm here instead of a rigid wrist here.
My wrist too rigid.
So always use devices with a very different
Purposes.
physical characteristics. If you can handle these well, that means you're respecting the inertia of the object. You try to, really match your motion to the characteristics of the device. So then you can control your body motion.
And how does that translate to like now if you think of a driver?
The driver, the same thing. Driver, you have the center mass is more toward the end, but then you will be able to handle the driver well because you're already accustomed to these different things. Yeah. When you can adjust it to all these devices, that means whatever you have in your hands, still you will be able to maintain good motion pattern.
Pitching wedge all the way to.
And then the wedges, the swing can be a bit smaller, but still it's the same body rhythm, and then let it go instead of just using the arms. Okay. But don't rush too much.
So just go
That's
straight to
the
ball.
key. Yeah.
I see.
Try to make it yours completely, and then start hitting the ball. So for a while, just to introduce a visual target, long rubber tee first, touch, then make the tee shorter, still touch the tip, and then introduce the ball, and then start hitting the ball. Well, even when you hit the ball, don't worry about making good impact. Just again, focus on the full swing motion here. Then when it hits the ball along the way,